Really more people back and better. Hey, so we got to T1 this morning. I had put out some targets. Said Nasdaq should remain bullish and hit T1. That was about a over 100-point play right there. But now we're looking to see what comes next. I do believe we will see T2. I do feel like this is just a pullback to go higher. I would say that this 15-minute BSC right here that we currently in is something to watch for upside. I would like to see this hold and take us to T2. Like the reaction we get out of it. But yeah, I definitely like T2 as a next destination. You know, things are moving kind of crazy. Cause you know, your president been talking for a little minute this morning. All right, I'm gonna enter 2 buys right here. I just got in 2 buys. I'm trying out that 15-minute busy for T2. We would prefer to hold the upper half in this scenario more than anything else. I'm gonna add 2 right here. I just added 2. The 2 that I added in has a stop at 137. 2 that I added in, we stop at 137. The other 2 just will have a stop at 125. Logic, obviously, as you know, just looking to see price hold the 15-minute busy to see if we can go T2. I would prefer upper half, so I gave room for a wick with half my position. The other half is just at the very bottom of the 15-minute busy. Adding one here. Just added one. Got a reaction out of it. We obviously just looking for follow through at this point. And you got to be careful of consolidation. The one that I added in has a stop at 158.75. So I have one stop at 158.75. I have two stops actually now at 141. And then the last two is at 125. So that one guy stopped out here. And the two, and then the last amount probably about to get stopped as well. So if those get stopped, then the overnight lows, or I guess that's 7 a.m. lows, are in jeopardy of getting tagged next. To me, the 15-minute bits is probably the only thing I would want to take price higher with. Right now, I don't see anything else that makes sense for price to go higher with besides what we had here. Yeah, I agree. The candles are pricey today. Like Alexa said, a 1-minute candle is 60 points worth. Definitely very pricey right now. I mean, I'm not mad at the trade I took. I like the trade I took. Makes all the sense in the world. But it is what it is. The market want to be stubborn. It's gonna do what they gotta do. We swept the highs, the internal highs came down. It's a crazy hourly wick, obviously. But we did have T2 above, which I felt like wanted to get hit. Obviously, technically, it could still get hit if we push out of here, but I like the 15-minute busy taking us there. If it's not that, then I would honestly just have to start aiming for the lows. I really don't see anything else that would stop me from aiming for the lows. Price is being annoying right now, obviously. I still have the two cons. Maybe, whatever. Now I gotta find a way to scale in more, like trying to mess up my position a little bit. They're annoying for that. All right, I'm gonna add one here. We're like 100% in a range if we get stopped out here. Right now, all three of my stops is at 160. We shouldn't come back under this busy here on 15. We really show the upper half of that if we even touch it. 15 second. We should take the internal high if we do so. I'm talking about the 221 highs. And if we don't hold the upper half of this, first of all, we're probably gonna get stopped out. Second of all, I will just stay cash in this range because price would be 100% non-directional here. Right now, there's still a chance for upside direction. It's just being annoying. I'm gonna add one here. I have two stops now. Everybody at 175. I have two stops at 175. I have the other two stops at 160. So it's an important spot right here. It's gonna let us know if we stuck in this consolidation or if we break it out to the upside. If we cross the highs, I'm gonna add one. All right. If we cross 221, I'm gonna add one. If we cross 221.25. See, I could put the other two stops at 172 at this point. So 175 and 172. 175 and 172 are my two stop losses. Split in half. I got two at one target. I got two at one level, two at the other. Trump is still talking. I just added that last con. Got 5 of them in there now. And I'm really hoping we could continue. We can make a 15-second busy here. That would be perfect for us. And then it will become a very important busy for us to hold for continuation. Of course. All right. It's what we holding. We're continuing here. The goal here is definitely T2 ideally. Hopefully we can actually follow through. All of my stops are break even. I don't want us invalidating this area. nor this 1 minute red candle. So my stars is based on a 50-second busy slash this 1 minute red candle, because like looking at it, I wouldn't want to step out in either of those areas. So all stops are break even at this point. I guess to hold both of those to get to the highs. So no risk on the trade anymore. It's just like, could we just please get a continuation at this point? I like ES make a new high of the day, but let's see what Nasdaq got for us, man. All 5 stops are at 199 right now. So we holding a 15-second busy, we holding a 1 minute red candle, made a higher high. Good reactions there. We want to run the highs of the range here, but you know, we're trying to run 257 next, ideally. Should hold this 15-second busy to do it, ideally. I'm gonna split my stop 2 and 3. 2 of my stops. Two of my stops are at 222.25. Finally, Trump stops talking. So we ran the highs here. Like I said, my stops are split 2 and 3. So the 15-minute busy that this play was based on, that we originally entered on, you know what I mean, before they did the nonsense, was the right PDRA to take us to the highs. Now it's about continuation. So hopefully they're not just sleeping and coming down. That would be so disappointing. Like, that would be so corny, bro. I'm gonna have the other 3 stops. Honestly, all my stops is in the same spot right now, for now. I just simply wouldn't want it under this. So all my stops is at 222.25. We're trying to take price to T2 right now at 311.25. That is the goal. Imagine we had our original entry if they didn't do that flash down one more time. We've been up stupid. That ain't be annoying, bro. Splitting my stops 2 and 3. It's again 2 and 3. At this point, 2 of my stops are at 248.25, 248.50, my fault. I'll tell you like where I keep trailing into at this point. I'm actually gonna trail with 3 and have runners with 2. Okay. So my trail with 3 is at 258.75 right now. 258.75 is my trail with 3 cons. The other two, kind of like a lot of them right there. The other two, I'm gonna have that 248.75. The stops right now based on this 15-second red candle, we shouldn't invalidate that. That's what my stop is under that. We shouldn't invalidate that as we continue higher, ideally. If we did, I would stop out 3 of my cons. At least we would still take some profit at the previous highs right now. The other two, I could slide up to 251.50. All right, so the update is we got 3 cons at 258.75. We got 2 cons at 251.50. Yeah, we respected that red candle on the 15-second. Notice price respects all the areas we point out. Because if we bullish, it should respect these areas if we put, and if we not bullish, it won't respect those areas. That's just what it comes down to. T2 is getting closer. But surely, Alice. You could trim here if you want. I'm gonna leave my 3 where it's at. If we make a higher high, I'm gonna move 3 to the lows we just put in on the 15-second. All right. So now I got tree at 276. All right. Tree of them at 276 here. We got just about 100 points. The other two are at 269. All right, so if we could get to T2, I'm gonna trail super tightly with 3 cons. All right. Right now, I'm moving my 3 cons up to 298. Target hit there. Do what you want here, but I'm gonna tell you how I'm trailing. So T2 hit here. Right now, they're at 309, 309, 30. I tried to put it at 309. They actually didn't let me. Now it's at 307.25. 307.25 is 3 of my cons. It's at 307.25. The other 2 is at 298.25. Let's let this thing continue to print. At this point, we just, Yeah. Trying to get to the next target, which is at 438.75. See how aggressively they want to move. 3 of my cons are now at 317.75 is 3 of them. Let's see how this 15-second spool is. And then the other 2 is going to be based on a 1-minute spool. See here, so testing the 15-second spool here. What we doing? It's trying it. What we doing? Remember, I have 3 at 317.25. Which, allowed us to milk a little higher than T2, right? That's why I don't like to take TP right at the target. I trail based on PD arrays, that makes sense. There you go. Good reactions. Can we get follow through, please? But that's a 10 a.m. candle. I ain't even peep. Good reactions. Higher high made. Now we need more continuation. I'm moving 3 up to 321. 3 of them up to 321. The other 2 could be at 303.5. 303.5 is the other 2. Can we get continuation? That's that. Should push it out of here from here if it's gonna go. If it's gonna go, this should be when it goes. Okay, we made a new high. We need energy though. We need energy. Regardless of what happens here, it's gonna end up probably going to the NY today, like I said in the pre-market. Definitely should run yesterday's highs though. Things trying to consolidate a little bit. I'm gonna move my 3 up to 328. 328. Because after this consolidation could be our first pullback. Mind you, the 10 a.m. candle, barely traded to the downside, so I feel like they might want to do that a little bit on that 10 o'clock hour. If they push though, I'll be a happy man. I'll take it. But we already extended past our profit target very much so. So I got stopped at a 3 in profit, and then I got 2 left. See something. All right, so I'm gonna split my 2, 1 and 1, right? It's happening kind of quick, but 1 is gonna be at 303. 309. Okay, 309. The other one's at 303.5. 309 and then 303.5. 309 and then I got 303.5, like I said. Logic did looking to see if he got the upper half of the 3-minute busy. I just gave it room for a wick. We actually reacted right at the 50%. Upper half could be a little higher though. So one of them is at 311.5. The other one is still at 303.5. Good reaction so far. Nah, this is nuts. My son Trump is talking again. This guy's annoying, bro. I got a notification that said Trump remarks are finished, like saying that he finished speaking. Now I see I'm getting more Trump notifications. How is he talking again, bro? Like, this guy never shuts up, bro. It's funny, see how we just trade our technicals and they do what they do, regardless of Trump talking. We just trade what we know. It don't matter what Trump talking about. He's pushing the market in our direction, the direction we said, based on candles in the pre-market. We're not talking about, bro, at all. Technicals always gonna come first. That's a fact, Alice. Moses said Trump will pump. Yeah, Trump will also dump. Yeah, I mean, so how you know which one is which? Technicals. Come down to the technicals, man. I got stopped out on one of them. I got just one runner at 303.5 just for the culture. It's not like just based on nothing. Obviously, it's based on us holding this 3-minute PD rate. Yeah, seeing, if we could. Appreciate you, Q. It's also a 5-minute busy, but I'm not going to stretch my stop for that. Especially doing surgery a little bit on it. Notice my runner is based on a 1-minute and a 3-minute at the same time. After that, I would not be bullish in the short term. I think it will be a little bit of a deeper pullback than what I would want. So if we don't hold this area for where my runner is at, I just let it cook for it. They're kind of annoying because I tried to give room for like a wick under the 50%, and they took one of my cons out just now to the tick just now. Like, what's up? I thought I gave enough room for that wick, and they still got me a little bit. Got this one running, man. And like I say, yo, if we had our original entry, obviously I had scaled in on the way up and stuff, but the original entry was Sniper right at that 15-minute busy. Sniper, that joint, man, that last wick stopped out 3 of my cons. I had to add 3 back. We got them back in there though, but it's whatever, bro. That's the name of the game. Morning volatility. Shout out to Alexis. He said he's eligible for another payout. Appreciate you, bro. You the go-to, man. Seen Mike get the payout yesterday. That's what's up. The members getting the payouts and stuff. I took one yesterday as well. Good job, members. Good job, members. So you see they consolidating here. Definitely possible we get a deeper pullback, but I like what my stop currently sits at with this runner. Because after that, we probably will put back. Might see a visit to this 5-minute BISI from 9:50 a.m. Probably getting into the lower half of it for real. But I'm not gonna hold for that nor trade into that. I advise that if we do get stopped out this runner, you be concerned with your, be what's the word? What's I'm looking for? Content. Be content with the trade we got. We just had well over 100 points on this trade, and in a market that don't give us too much these days. So just please be careful after this trade. You're welcome, Bernie. Take care, bro. Obviously, the P rate we pay means something by the fact that the market is consolidating on it so hard. Whether it gets used or not, you can see that like the areas that we point out in the market, they clearly mean something. Yeah, Alexis gave the idea that you could, always use another account if you see another A+ setup. But this account here that you put this on, definitely lock that in. Mike said he ate good on his second funded and it got a new eval. And on his new eval. That's fire. It's fire. Keep it going, bro. Keep the momentum up. Alice said this helped on her eval. You're very welcome. I just want y'all to notice, like, every place we say the market should respect to remain bullish, and where we place our stop losses is all strategic, and you see that the proper PD rates hold and trend, and our targets always get hit. I just took the last runner off there. So you watching price melt now a little bit, right? But I don't want to be a part of that retracement. Like I said, the 5-minute BISI under it, we probably will go to the lower half of that. It's probably the next destination. But no need to stay around for that right there. Yeah, man, that's all we had and everything. Much love and respect, my people. Looking forward to next semester with y'all, and we will tap back in. You're very welcome. Be safe. Much love. Adios.